Hello and welcome everybody. Joe Freihofer alongside Eric Bach. Rachel Hyams, the third member of our crew. We'll toss it to her here in just a moment. But Eric, if we take a look at this Albion team here coming into tonight for head coach Jody May, one thing is for certain, got to be happy that he's returning his top two scorers coming in here to this season. Caden Ebling, a guy, a senior, the big man. We'll unpack him here a little bit later. But the human highlight reel himself in James L. Davis Jr. has to put on a show here tonight in enemy territory.
Yeah, Davis Jr. is one of the most dynamic players in the MIAA, coming back to a team that won the MIAA tournament championship last year. So Albion has seen some success. But outside of those two players that you mentioned, Joe, not a whole lot of experience.
Preseason poll just released by ESPN, a top ranking of all of the best players in college basketball. Cassius Winston sits atop that list. He's got a chance to do something special here tonight against some pretty familiar foes.
Yeah, Cassius's two younger brothers, Zach and Kai, on the Albion roster, so the three of them will undoubtedly share the floor tonight. But Cassius is the straw that stirs the drink for Michigan State. 18 points a game, 7 assists, the reigning Big Ten Player of the Year, the preseason Big Ten Player of the Year, first-team All-American, the list goes on.
Here comes the big man, Tillman, up and over, off the glass and in. Xavier Tillman and the foul. The composed finish in transition.
Look at Xavier Tillman looking like a guard out there through contact with the left hand. He's so versatile. That's why he's so valuable to Michigan State.
Davis Jr. Rocket Watts all over him. Goes to ground. Gets the bucket as well. Are you kidding me?
It's a couple of times Albion's been fooled by the Izzone counting down the shot clock, but it worked that time.
And we've got a pretty familiar graduate manager on this roster here for the Michigan State Spartans, Eric, a three-time captain under the Izzo era, and what an incredible natural leader this guy is. Spartans have to be happy to be welcoming back Tum Tum Naren as a part of the staff for this season.
Tum Tum obviously accomplished a lot on the floor when he was here, but known more for helping his teammates succeed both on and off the floor. Just a great human being and a great person to have around this program.
Winston, fancy step, Tillman the jam. The alley-oop, Winston to Tillman on the connection.
Winston could have easily laid that one in himself, but he showing why he is one of the assist leaders in school history.
Michigan State's track record coming into today, pretty impressive. 8 straight years in that preseason top 25. They did finish in the Final Four last year. He'll turn, nice pump fake, absorbs the contact and the foul. He'll head to the line to try and make it a three-point play.
If you're Marcus Bingham there, you got to stay on your feet. You're 6'11", nearly 7 feet tall. There's no need for him to jump there, and that's just inexperience in the post.
Wyatt on the wing, Brown, hammer time down low. The sophomore Gabe Brown takes flight and says, hello, East Lansing. Two-handed stuff there in the dying seconds of the first half.
Chipotle or Qdoba?
Qdoba.
Favorite place you've ever traveled that basketball has brought you?
California.
First pair of basketball shoes that you can remember you got?
Some Nike Hyperdux.
AirPods or Beats?
AirPods.
And what a half it was at the end again for James L. Davis Jr. We called him the human highlight reel. He's put on a show here early.
Yeah, the Spartans didn't really have an answer for him in the beginning of the half. He is shaping up to be the MIAA Player of the Year.
Quiet for him as Winston thought about pulling in the end. He will as he lost his man. Sent Davis Jr. one way, he went the other. Bottom of the net for Winston. Paulo. Problems given him. Here's Kai Winston, who sinks a triple over his brother Cassius.
Oh, that's got to feel so good for Kai Winston. Drain a corner three in the Breslin Center in the face of the Big Ten Player of the Year, who happens to be your older brother. Doesn't get any better than that.
Feed to Winston, tosses it up. Julius Marble! Welcome to East Lansing, young fella. Have yourself a flush. Stephen Izzo, walk-on son of Tom Izzo. Listen to this place.
Talk about a fan favorite.
The look on his face, this place is up on its feet. Locks and loads.
Get in there.
Rattles it home. Stephen Izzo.
Look at Tom, just loving it.
Can't believe it. Am I seeing some tears here?
Oh, man.
Take a look at the control room. The
Awesome.
people that make everything happen. Matt McCullough, our director here. And
Love those
Scott
guys.
loving it there. Catherine White. We've got the whole crew. Hikaru Kudo. That'll do it for us here inside the Jack Breslin Student Event Center. We want to say thank you so much for making us a part of your Tuesday evening. Spartans start the campaign out with a victory, 85-50.